everyone, welcome to week 5. We are covering modules 9 and 10 this week, so that means dairy and fermentation. For the dairy section, we have a quiz due as usual, and then the discussion will involve an exploration of specific types of dairy products. You get to choose which product you want to explore. The only one I ask you not to choose is fluid milk, just because we go in a fair amount of detail in the lesson content on that specific product. But any other type of dairy product is fair game. As I've mentioned before, especially if you're posting later in the week, try to take a quick look at what's been posted, just because the more variety we have, the more interesting this can be. The fermentation module also has some interesting stuff in it and some guest videos. You're going to look at some beer brewing on campus. And then for that discussion, it'll be similar to the dairy discussion where you will choose a product to explore. I did give a fairly long list of examples of options for you to choose. You can also go outside of that if there's something else that you've tried or you've wanted to look into. Again, the more variety, the better. So try to take a look at what's been posted and see if you can try something different. So that's the content for this week. So 2 discussions, 2 quizzes. And I also wanted to elaborate a little bit on that rubric area that I mentioned from the survey in the last announcement last week. So several of you have brought up concerns on that survey just with how challenging the Wednesday goal was for some of you. And so I just wanted to give you a little more insight on that. The reason why I have it set that way is just to encourage it to function like a discussion, really, that back and forth engagement. I have taught some classes where all the posts are due at the end of the week, and what typically happens is most of the posts are made at the end of the week. And there are some challenges with this in terms of your learning. There's also some challenges. I tended to get a lot of emails from students, especially ones that work on the weekends, which might be different from some of you, but would say, I've done my main post, but no one else has posted. I have no one to reply to. It just did not really work like a discussion when the deadlines were set up that way. So that is why I have the Wednesday goal, because it really is important to me for it to function as a discussion. If I wanted you to treat it like an assignment, I could just have you submit it to me in Canvas and not share with each other. But I think that back and forth, that learning with each other, sharing with each other is a really important aspect that really can enhance your learning. So it is important to me to keep it with an earlier deadline and then the rest of the post due at the end of the week. That said, I do understand that this can be very challenging. A lot of you have busy work schedules, busy lives, a lot of other really important priorities in your life. So the goal is not to make things more challenging for you. One thing that I've tried to do to help with some of that, since some of you prefer to do most of your work on the weekends, is I did make all the discussions open the Saturday before. Our modules start on Mondays, but you can always post ahead of time on a Saturday or on Sunday before. So if you can manage one of these weeks to double up, you can get ahead, and that way do your work on the weekends, but still get full credit. And the other point I wanted to make too is that if it just does not work for your work schedule to post by Wednesday, and it's okay with you to lose some points with the frequency of that, there's no judgment from me on that. I'm a student too. We all just need to do our best and get the most out of each course that we can. But if it makes more sense for you to do that, I'm definitely not judging or trying to be critical. I do offer feedback in discussion, but it's also fine if you know that it's due on Wednesdays and you are just probably not going to usually do that. Let me know if you want me to stop recommending that in the comments. That's also fine too. This is your class. It's your learning experience. You're all adults. And so whatever works best for you is what I want you to do. And I will support whatever I can. And that said, if you are really having a difficult time, or if the course is causing you a lot of stress, any aspect of it, I am happy to sit down with you, over Zoom or phone or whatever would work, and just have a conversation, do some brainstorming with you. I want this class to be an enjoyable experience, and if there's anything I can do to facilitate that, I definitely want to do that. So let me know if any of you want to do that. Along those lines, I also wanted to mention I will be available for the normal office hour Monday nights. I will not be available this Friday. I'm actually taking a class this week for my doctoral program, and it meets 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. It's going to be a very intense week, but I'm excited to learn about it. So I won't be available for my normal Friday office hour, but I will remind you in the other announcement I send this week. And if you want to schedule any time with me, I should still be free almost any weekend or evening this week if we need to set a different time for any of you. So let me know. Otherwise, I hope you all have an awesome week.